play me the Champions League anthem. Come on, you. We did it, blood. And we finished.
Are you done?
No, we're done. We're done. We've really done it. Always at the wheel. Come on, you. They better do it.
Yeah, okay, man. I have to admit I was wrong. I said we were going to finish number 5. We finished in the top 4 positions.
I was also scared. I don't want to lie. Leicester have bottled it, bruh. Those guys, after match week
Leicester and
14.
And Chelsea, both those teams.
Bottlers. Bottle jobs. The only team I feel bad for is Sheffield, bruh. Yeah, they don't deserve this, bruh. Yeah,
Wolves were this close.
Wolves too. Wolves also deserve better.
I told you, Ruben Fernandes, you should have came. We were waiting for you, Ruben.
100%.
Now we've got
Now we've got
the man himself,
Bruno, and it's beautiful, man.
They swapped one Portuguese guy for another.
It's an upgrade. Siri play Beyonce, let me upgrade you. That's what happens.
Let it twerk.
I don't like. Yeah, and now I really think that we might. Now we can play the Europa without the pressure. That's if, yeah.
All I'm saying is I was wrong, and I hate the fact that I was wrong, though. Like, it's so annoying.
But one thing you were right about that I was completely wrong about is Harry Maguire.
But bro, I've been telling you.
Yo, how you've been
Slabhead.
Slabhead is
He's
not the one.
slow.
Yo.
He does not know how to communicate with his defense. Overhyped. That's why when I was telling you, when they were like 75 million, 80 million, I was like, no way.
We should have never done it.
Like,
we should have never done it.
It's like we thought we were upgrading, but we got a Johnny Evans.
100%.
Johnny Evans has performed better than that man this season.
Johnny Evans has been a rock there at Leicester, but he's killing it. He's absolutely killing it, and I hate that it's like this. But
and he left for cheap,
Well, not cheap, because we wanted to get rid of him. It's not like we had to fight and we're trying to keep him. We actually said he's not good enough. We can do better, and we let him go.
But you know what that tells you about our team? It's what I was telling you, that the team is the problem. I don't think Ole is the problem. I don't think the players are the problem, but the admin, the staff. Who's that guy?
Ed Woodward.
He's the problem. How can every single player that has left this season
shine?
Even Sanchez. I was like, yeah, he's the pop one because he's been getting injured. That man is playing.
And now Inter want to even extend his thing.
Ashley Young is performing.
Ashley Young's
he's
doing
scoring
the things
goals.
there, he's whipping them in there.
Chris Smalling doesn't want to come back. He's enjoying Roma. No, but he's playing.
He's playing, but
he's
the level
balling.
he's better than Jones. Jones, I still say Jones should have
How do you still have Phil Jones? I want to know who's Phil Jones' manager. Like his manager / agent, whoever is working with him. It's the same way I felt about Federico Macheda and Januzaj. Whoever their agents are.
It's the same. Something tells me it's the same reason why Fred is no longer playing. Bailly doesn't play. When it comes to Ole, Black lives don't matter.
That's not fair, bro.
It doesn't.
That's not fair.
Black lives don't matter when it comes to Ole.
No, it does. It does.
Why? Because he plays the chocolate front line?
No. Because he plays quality. It's one thing to have chocolate men playing, but they need to be quality. I've been telling you from when we bought Fred. Fred is good, but he's Everton good. He's not Man United quality.
But before the lockdown,
yeah,
Fred was our best player.
No, he wasn't.
Surely, bro, he was. We're talking about Fred being player of the season, but before the lockdown, he had that purple patch.
That man can't even hit a 15-meter pass. He can't hit a 15-meter pass.
You can't hit a 15-meter Pearson pass, but he knocks it, bro. Side to side.
But that's the position he plays. He plays right in front of McTominay, Matich, or Pereira, whoever's playing. Even Pereira shouldn't be playing that deep. The role that Fred is playing, that's Pereira's role, and that's Pogba's role. So with him, it's tough. Like him and Fred for me are on the same level. Pereira, I thought he was going to be something amazing, bro. Like I remember when he used to wear number 44, he was a kid coming up. I was like, why are they playing Januzaj over him? This is nonsense. Then he showed me this year his true colors, that his lone move at Valencia was a fluke.
Exactly. That's what I was going to say.
So angry.
Every time that man is on...
I am so angry. I'm disappointed. I'm dead wrong.
Every time that man is on loan, he does things that
pre-season.
Beautiful. Pre-season
crackers.
Pre-season Pirlo. Pre-season Pirlo. I know him. I want that man out. I want that man out of the club. There's so many guys.
We need to sell
Guys,
him. We need to sell him. Sadly.
once the season is done, I don't want us to play games.
Okay, let's talk. Who are we getting rid of?
Yes.
Pereira, you said number one.
I want Pereira out. Jesse Lingard out.
Number three so far.
Matic has signed the contract. He hasn't been that bad, but you can see his legs are going. Right? He can't play.
Let's get the £2 million for him right now.
Yeah.
What we did for Schweinsteiger when we went to America,
Yeah.
we need to get
the funds and let him go.
Let him go.
So who else?
Reduce that wage bill.
Like, I don't want Luke Shaw to go, but he shouldn't start.
No.
But he shouldn't be our number
He
one.
needs to fight for his position.
I'm going to say something else that's very controversial now.
You need to guard your neck right now.
I'm going to say something so controversial. I'm tired of Wan-Bissaka, dog. I'm tired of Wan-Bissaka, dog. And I just want to say right now to the Liverpool fans that I once compared Wan-Bissaka to Alexander Trent, I'm sorry. And I'm willing to do my community service as my punishment. I'm coming outside and I'm apologizing. I'm putting my hands up. I'll do my community service because, wow. Wan-Bissaka, it's like he just wants to defend, dog. When we go forward, he literally looks like he's about to fall over all the time.
He stands there by the halfway.
By the halfway, dog. We can't
When he gets
overlap.
there, he's
And when he overlaps, it's always the same. He never looks up.
50 million, eh? I told you.
Tony Marshall's hit 20 goals. In the league, 17 goals in the league. Rashford 17 from the wing. What did I tell you about my boy Mason Greenwood? Guys.
I take my L. That was world class. He's English world class. He still hasn't proven himself on the European stage.
There we go. Yeah, but
He's
come
English
on.
world class.
That man has hit more goals. He's got the most goals as a teenager at United.
Well,
and now
he's level with George Best.
George
In
Best.
fact, he's in a good list of players.
Wayne Rooney.
George Best, and I forgot the other player. So
yeah, who was the?
I'm not saying he's not quality.
I don't remember.
I'm not saying he's not quality. I'm just saying that England has this tendency of overhyping players.
Yeah, no, that's true.
So
that's true.
Like
I hope they protect him.
Like this boy now, sorry to disturb you, but the guy that went to Borussia Dortmund from Birmingham.
Jude Bellingham. Yeah, Jude Bellingham.
I'm not saying he's not class, but let's not make a big deal out of a player until he's played.
Did you see that he retired?
Yeah,
His
number.
I can't believe it. Right? This guy played something like 44 games and scored 4 goals. They've retired his jersey.
But you know why?
England is
He's versatile. He reminds me of Ousmane Dembele. People don't remember that Dembele was a central midfielder. As a kid.
Ousmane.
Yeah, Ousmane.
Yeah.
At Dortmund. He started playing as a central midfielder, but he's versatile, so he can play central midfielder, he can play attacking midfielder, and he can play on any wing.
Jude.
No, I'm saying
Ousmane.
Dembele.
Yeah.
Jude plays holding midfield, and he can play right or left wing. So he can play across the midfield.
I didn't know that.
So, Brad, do my research. So, with him, I can understand why there's a bit of hype, but to retire jerseys,
Yeah, no, that's too much.
it's hectic, bro.
I'm going to say something else that's also not as controversial. Would have been controversial a while ago, but now I'm tired.
What's going on?
De Gea has to go. David De Gea has to go, and I'll tell you why. Not just because he's having shocking mistakes.
He's had
shocking games.
He's had 3 shocking seasons.
Honestly, and
3 shocking seasons.
And I just want to say, I never forget De Gea. He tried to go to Real Madrid.
Twice.
My boy Louis van Gaal sabotaged the fax machine. You wanted to go to Real Madrid, and now nobody wants you. I said we throw you out. Now while no one wants you. Go to France. You can go and play in France.
PSG.
Even if they won't even take him.
PSG won't take him.
They won't even take him.
They've
I
got
want
2
him out.
world-class keepers themselves, bro.
Me, I'll never forget you, David De Gea. I'll never forget what you tried to do to us. When you thought you had tricked the world. Ever since Ronaldo did those things to you in the World Cup, you've never been the same again. And me, I'll never forget. You gold digging. You gold digging Spaniard. You just like that guy, Pep the Stallion. I've always said that guy is a gold digging manager. He's just a baddie. Spending 300 million on defenders that you're not even using anymore. Having your hot girl summers with my boys, with the Arabs money, with the oil money. You gold digging manager.
No, he's not a gold digging manager. Pep came out, I think it was
the Stallion.
last season, or the season before. Pep said, he doesn't rate himself as one of the best managers in the world because he's always had good teams with funds. He says he respects more of the lower end managers that have to grind and get these teams into Champions League or top 6 or top 10 positions.
The Nunos of the world.
He literally said that. So I respect the man that can see that, you know what, without the funds, I wouldn't be where I am. And that's exactly how Zidane feels. So with managers like that, I can't really say anything bad about him.
No, I can't. Just because, just you saying he came out and said without the money, he's nothing. So basically, I must respect a gold digger that says, yes, I'm a gold digger.
Yes.
No.
You're true to yourself.
No.
You are true to yourself.
No.
It's not like...
Just because you're a fraud and you admit that you're a fraud, I mustn't call you a fraud. You Pep the Stallion, you're a gold digging manager, you.
Oh, okay. I don't know what's wrong with you, bro.
No, you know I'm upset.
This is a nice way to come back, eh?
No, let me tell you I'm upset. Pep, we're all minding our own business. Pep out of nowhere comes out and starts attacking Alex Ferguson, Arsene Wenger, talking about their spending. And he got...
Oh no, he still does it now. He's been doing that
after they overturned the FIFA ban, the UEFA ban. He started coming out saying, I'm not the only one who spends. But you spend 300 million on defenders, on fullbacks, and you don't use any of them.
Wait. He's not wrong.
You bought Stones.
Wait, he's not wrong. How much did Man United spend last season on defenders?
We spent 80 and 50. Yeah.
And how much is that?
So what is that? That's 130. 130.
On 2 players, ne?
Yeah, 130 mil.
How much did Mendy come for? 45. Ne?
I don't know.
No,
I'm telling you. Mendy was 55.
Okay, 55.
Mendy was 55.
Ne?
Yeah.
And then who else did they buy? They bought Laporte for 50.
Okay.
Yeah, that's 105.
Okay.
Jones for 50. 155. You can go check for 50. Jones.
Which Jones?
Not Jones, Stones.
Oh, Stones.
Stones was 50.
No, Stones was about 50.
So that's 3 players, 155.
They still Cancelo and the boys?
Yeah. But I'm saying like that shows you the intent of what he's trying to do. You start from the back. It's what I've been telling you all these episodes. That I don't care. If Thingy took $500 million and went and bought defenders, I wouldn't care.
Yeah, no, I also wouldn't, now that we see what the problem is.
My point is, yes, he spent 300 million and he shouldn't be pointing fingers. But he is not wrong. He is the only one besides Klopp to spend that amount of money and show us results.
Okay. But now I'm saying
he can talk all the nonsense that he wants.
No, but I'm saying this. Right now...
You're on one today.
Right now, United, if they finish third...
Which it looks like...
Yeah. Okay, let's say United finish third. That is results for Ole. Because even by Maguire, you knew that even if when we bought Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, they would improve the team. We thought it would be better. Yeah, but we still knew that team, after buying Maguire and Wan-Bissaka, was not close enough to compete with Liverpool and City.
Listen, if this man does not buy players this coming season, he's proven to the board that, you know what, my system works. And this is what I was telling you, like, I love Ole's system. His system is dope. He just has wrong players in certain positions, like your right back. The way Williams and Shaw operate on the left, how they overlap, how they're able to track back and actually defend, that's what we need on the right. And we don't have that. So it's very tough that we've got one side, the left side is working accordingly with the system.
It's working
and then on the right, you've got Martial or James, whoever's playing on the right, they don't have that support.
James must also go.
They don't have...
James is one of the guys that must go.
No. James serves his purpose. That's one signing. You see, out of all the signings, he's been the best signing because he overachieved.
Yeah, he did. He overachieved, but he's still a championship player in my books.
No, he's not a Man United player.
He's not a Man United player.
But he's good enough to start on the bench, which is what's happening.
Yeah.
And that's what I was saying when he came in. I'm like, it's going to be sad when this guy starts sitting bench when all the black men are fit. It's tough now.
When who starts sitting bench?
James.
Do you know that tough now. James has to move away from the bench to the reserves and start playing FA Cup in Europa when Sancho comes in? Because Mason Greenwood is going to be the one that goes onto the bench.
No, Mason won't sit bench.
So who's going to sit bench out of the front three?
They're going to play those three. But you can also play Thingy, as an attacking midfielder. Sancho.
We can, but
we can play behind the strikers.
Yeah, but that's where Bruno's playing.
Yeah, you can have 2 attacking midfielders.
Like City.
Here's the thing.
Like City.
For me, I understand the system of having a holding midfield.
Yeah.
But we don't necessarily need one.
Yeah.
Bruno.
If we're playing against teams that sit back, yeah, we don't need one.
When we play against the bigger teams, it makes sense to have that stability. But some of the big teams, they are very light as well, like your Arsenal. Your Arsenal has 2 sitting holding midfielders, and those midfielders are subpar. So a team like that, you don't need to have a holding midfielder because they are doing more defending than you. So if you have Pogba, Bruno, and then Sancho in front of them, Pogba and Bruno will sit deep, but they're not necessarily sitting deep. They don't come back and do the job. We just need a world-class Virgil van Dijk defender. If we had Varane, we wouldn't need a holding midfielder.
Yo, legit.
And that's what I was telling him, like, bruh, for that amount of money, I don't know why they were fighting the fact, no, he's not proven. So what? He's not proven in what you call in the Premier League.
But there's no doubting Varane's ability.
Varane,
oh, we should have paid 90, 100.
Varane, for
100.
me, right now, is number 2 in terms of what you call defenders in the world. First Virgil van Dijk,
Virgil and then Varane.
and then Varane, and then
Koulibaly.
Those are the top 3 centre backs for me.
But okay, so realistically, I don't think we can get Varane next season.
If we sell Harry Maguire, we can.
We're not going to sell Harry. And that's one thing I can tell you. How has Ole done this? You know, Harry Maguire has played each and every single minute.
And he's the captain.
Of this Premier League season.
And he's the captain.
He started every game for us.
Yeah, he's the captain. How is he not going to start? He's the captain, so he has to play. So there's one thing, I have a theory. I don't think Harry Maguire was a Ole Gunnar Solskjaer buy.
You think so? You don't think so?
No.
Because
Harry Maguire was supposed to come before he.
Yes, because Jose wanted him.
Yeah. So
Jose wanted him.
It's he never had a say when it came to that. I blame him for Wan-Bissaka. He was never supposed to sign that.
Yo, I hate Wan-Bissaka.
And that's what I was telling you when we had I think it was our first or second episode, where I was like, we're spending so much money, but when you actually look at the quality of the player, he's English. That's why the prices are inflated. Wan-Bissaka's not a 50 million player.
No, it's not.
Half.
Well, you're having
25 million.
Yeah.
25. And now that all the prices are coming down, then the inflation has stopped, people are actually showing their true values. And now this kid from Birmingham is going to ruin everything now because he's going to inflate the prices again.
Yeah.
It's nonsense. Bro.
We need to take advantage now while the prices are low.
Exactly.
We really need to buy. Even if we can get Upamecano, we must buy him.
Okay, that's one. Which positions would you like us to fill? And how many players in those positions should we buy? How weak are we in those positions for you?
So, right back, I would buy a ready-made right back now, an attacking right back, a Danny Alves type, not Danny Alves, a Danny Alves type of player, a trained type of player, someone that wants to go forward, like Cafu and the boys. So I'd buy a right back, I don't know who, but I wouldn't buy more than one, and I wouldn't buy somebody too young because Ethan Laird is dope. Ethan Laird is really
I'd
good.
buy 2 right backs.
Why?
I'd sell Wan-Bissaka. I'd get Nathan Klein as support for who's the guy that plays for Atletico Madrid right back? Kieran Trippier.
Yeah, you see, that would be brilliant.
Trippier would be my first choice.
If we had Nathan Klein
as support.
Nathan Klein should have been what Wan-Bissaka is now.
100%.
And then we're starting Trippier.
Yeah.
And then if things are happening, injuries and the boys tired, they can interchange. That's fine.
But we're not selling Wan-Bissaka.
Yeah, that's the
so
thing.
What's going to happen? He's going to sit 3 or 4 seasons, become a flop, unless he learns how to overlap.
Ethan Laird's gonna give him a run for his money next season. You'll see. We can't keep him quiet forever. Bro. You know Ethan Laird.
If Wan-Bissaka doesn't, he never gets injured. This black man. But if he gets injured, that's the only time this kid will play. Wan-Bissaka plays 90 minutes every game.
Let me tell you a story about Ethan Laird. Now. So Brandon Williams. There's a reason why Brandon Williams plays left back, but he's right-footed. He used to play right back. Then Ethan came through the ranks, and he is so good they couldn't drop. So they don't want to drop Brandon Williams because he was doing well in the reserves, but they couldn't drop Ethan Laird because he's just that good. So they moved Brandon Williams to left back. so Ethan can play. Just watch. It's going to be one of those. Remember I told you about Mason? Watch about Ethan. You'll see. You'll solve our right back problems.
Oh my kids!
But it's not ready yet.
Messed up there. Like in terms of transfers, I've been on the money. But development, I should never be a logical sports director.
Yeah, no.
And I'm gonna promote nonsense.
No, this man tried
I was
to.
wrong about Chong.
Yeah. Trying to feed me Pereira.
Yo, Chong died. Yo. Chong died, bro. Chong.
I was sold Gomez, bro.
He's gone.
Too. He's a free agent. So, and there's chance that Chelsea might get him.
So we're pulling another Pogba.
Bruh, and we're going to buy him back. Sorry to go off topic. I was just thinking of,
Yeah, I've made so many mess ups, bruh. Chong.
Chong died.
Chong died and
Chong
at least
died.
Pereira had a full season. Pereira was like, I don't get chances to play, I'm going to leave. So he was hungry when he went to Valencia. He was doing the things and I was like, this guy, he's the one, he's coming back. He even got Brazilian call-ups.
Yeah.
And then what does he do this season? Scores one crack and then he does nonsense the whole season.
Absolute rubbish.
So both my development players have disappointed me.
It's tough.
So,
Chom crumbles.
Chom.
Yeah, for me, dead food, bro. You've been dead food for a while for me. Like I've never rated you, to be honest. Chom has never been good enough. Then
it's the hair. The hair got.
Yeah, once you've got hair like that, you just another. You're a black hair. You're a black Hector Bellerin.
He's got a pony. Yeah, man.
Then I would
go. How is the tree mission going?
Guy planted 3 trees, and then I'd buy a centre back, and I'd want Upamecano. But obviously, if there's any chance we can get Varane, we have to go all out. If we can't, Upamecano is very much possible. Koulibaly is very much possible. We should actually get them both, but you have to get at least one of those bad boys if you want to compete. Number 3, the situation looks so bad now because I'd get a left back too.
I wouldn't. I think we're fine on the left back front, and I would sell Maguire. And the only reason why I'd bring in a third centre back is because Bailly can't stay fit. If Bailly could stay fit, and we've got Lindelof rarely gets injured, but when he gets injured as well, he gets injured for long.
Yeah.
If those 2 guys can stay fit, there is no reason for us to need another centre back.
I know, 100%.
Yeah, man.
What are we saying?
Like defenders.
Yeah, Upamecano, Varane, Koulibaly. One of those people have to come, otherwise I don't see things changing.
But are you convinced now with our midfield? Since Bruno came in, we've been crying about having 1 or 2 midfielders come in. Now we're halfway there. We've gotten one, and Matic looks like he's revived since Bruno is coming to the team because he's carrying a big load.
We are, with Bruno, we are looking good to be a consistent top 4 team. I think we need to upgrade the position there next to Pogba because the difference is too much. Like Matic is already not elite enough, and when Matic comes off and we put McTominay or Fred, the quality drops so much, it's ridiculous. The exact same way that we have Mason Greenwood, Martial and Rashford. As soon as one of those guys gets injured or tired and we make a sub, it drops so much. And that's why we can't compete for stuff, because the squad is not good enough. So I think we're better in the midfield now. Definitely, no, we can't fight that with Bruno, but we need more.
So who would you want us to bring in?
Jack Grealish.
Nah.
I would even bench. I would even bench Marcus Rashford for Jack Grealish.
What's wrong with you today?
I'm not afraid anymore. The season's done. These guys' feelings can't get hurt. I'm tired of protecting you guys. I know you fed kids, but you haven't been good enough since the lockdown came back.
You would sit a man that can potentially score 20 goals this season for Jack Grealish?
Yes.
Never.
Yes. Let me tell you why.
I wouldn't even buy Jack Grealish. Like Sancho is the only person that I would say, okay, I don't think we need a Sancho, but if he comes, I'm not mad.
Yeah,
I'm not mad.
we need a Sancho.
We don't
though.
need a Sancho.
Who's going to play on the right?
Who's playing on the right?
Mason.
So
And when he's injured or tired?
Daniel James will play.
Yeah. But why do you like Daniel James so bad? Daniel James.
I don't like him.
Yeah, he's bad.
I don't like him, but he's proven like that guy played half a season uninjured. He performed. Like he was playing on the left.
Yes.
And then they played Rashford up front. Tony was injured.
Yeah.
And then who was playing on the in Mata?
We're playing Mata.
We're playing Mata on the right,
horrible, yeah.
or we're playing Pereira on the right.
Yeah.
With that makeshift team, Daniel James was not exposed at all.
Yeah, because
he actually made Brandon Williams look like world class.
Yeah, but one thing you need to know is that Daniel James is naturally a left winger.
Yes.
That's his natural position.
100%.
That's why I don't really understand what the plan was when we bought him and started playing him on the right.
Because he can cross. Because he can cross. That's one thing, you know what?
I don't think
When
his
I
crosses
watched
are
him,
rubbish.
no ways.
Daniel James's crosses are rubbish.
You say they're rubbish, and that's how some of the players feel. But if you actually see how these guys, how he whips in the ball, we need players like your Lukaku's and Gallos because they can read those type of crosses. You can't expect a Martial to header the ball.
Martial's not beating.
Martial does
he's not
not header.
overpowering defenders in the air. No.
Imagine you whipping a delicious cross like that, and then you going up against Van Dijk. Who's winning?
Yeah, but Van Dijk beats everyone in the air. But I hear what you're saying.
Lukaku would have given him a run for
Yeah, okay. Yeah, no.
Lukaku just as a boy puts his hand. Van Dijk stumbling there.
But with like Lukaku's link up play, it's not good enough. That's why so basically if Lukaku was there, Rashford wouldn't score as much because he wouldn't be able to play those 1-2s that Martial and Rashford play. That's sexy. Man, I'm getting excited for next season.
But that's what I was telling you. Ole's structure, the way he structures his teams and the way he wants them to play, high-paced penetration. And that's what I'm saying. Technically, when we are playing like the lower teams with the type of formation and the type of system we play, we don't need a holding midfielder.
Yeah.
We need to go all out.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, you can play Jack Grealish as a like you can play like City, like you said, like with the two cams.
Yeah.
With the two cams, you can play Jack Grealish and Bruno. Do you know that?
I would say.
And then
I would say Jack Grealish, don't even buy him. Play like with our current squad. Play Bruno, play Pogba as attacking midfielders. Leave Fred and Matic to sit. Leave them. And then you have Rashford and Martial as our strikers. We don't play with wings because our wing backs are supposed to do that. Brandon Williams and Luke Shaw can do that.
Yeah.
The problem is one Basaka.
I hate that guy.
He can't overlap.
Yeah, I hate that guy.
He can't.
Like you would not understand. I dislike that guy so much, but it's fine. So we need. I'm even tempted to say like we still again because but I'm not even worried about it because I know when Igalo goes back to his club, I know we are going to buy another striker to push Martial because I know Martial when he's complacent and he feels like it's the only one he stops running and he starts sulking when passes don't go his way. We need someone on the bench pushing him.
So who? So you are basically saying.
And a striker.
So you are basically saying we need to bring in a striker that won't start but push Martial.
Yes.
The way Igalo's pushing.
Yes.
Got it.
Yes.
So with that being said, we don't necessarily need to buy a striker. We've got people in development. We need to bring in a person, keep them motivated the way we did with Rashford. When Rashford came in, we had Rooney and Zlatan.
I don't know if in our development we even have the type of striker that I'm talking about, the profile. Like I want a big bully. You know what I mean? Like a.
So you wanted Lukaku?
Yes. But a Lukaku that will understand that he won't start every match. You see, Lukaku, you can't have a Lukaku on the bench. If you have Lukaku, you have to fit your attack to fit Lukaku, and he has to start every match because of his wages, and basically because he's deserved it.
And he's doing damage.
He's deserved it because of the amount of goals he scores. He deserves it.
Doing damage.
We need a Lukaku type of player, big, strong, hold up the ball, dominate, win headers in their box. So we need that kind of player, like a physical presence that wants to go out and hit centre backs, and also doesn't. Martial's more pace and dribbling. Someone that wants to get tap-in goals, like a Ruud van Nistelrooy, or a hunger for goals, not just beautiful goals, like ugly goals, tap in, fight for the ball, headers.
You know, I was thinking
type of thing.
when you were saying Lukaku type, but it's going to be very tough because he's on the same level as Martial. But a person I would really love at the team, Icardi.
Yeah, that's exactly what we
Mario
need.
Icardi.
Mario Icardi that's exactly what I'm describing. And Icardi.
That guy.
Yeah.
That man is making things at bench, bro. Cavani.
Yeah.
Cavani's eating
yeah.
the grass, bro.
That's exactly what we need.
Bench.
That is exactly the type of player that I'm crying for right now.
Mario Icardi is the one.
It would be
Imagine
beautiful.
coming on loan, you coming in the third highest paid player in the team. You just come in, bench, and men never saw a starting lineup ever again.
100%.
It's disgusting, bro.
100%. So my expectations for next season would be for us, okay, provided that we get a defender in, it doesn't matter right now whether we get a right back or a left back. If we just the bare minimum, if we get a centre back, and we get a midfielder to help Matic, and we get Sancho, then I expect us to finish third next season without any complications. None of this last day things. You see how early City and Liverpool it was done with weeks ago.
Yeah.
That's what I expect from United next season.
That's
then
what we expected from Leicester, though.
You see, and then have the rest of the Westmen fighting for 4 and 5 and
Farmers
Europe and all
League.
that. And then I expect us to go on a cup run, and I expect to win an FA Cup next season because it's Man United. We have to win trophies at the end of the day. So I expect one cup, third place finish, and if we stick with Ole and things are going good, we go again in the transfer market, get 2 more players, we get that striker. Once we get a striker and an attacking fullback, whether it's left back or right back, we are title contenders. Because that would mean then we've got Pogba and let's say that Van der Beek, let's say we get him, and then we've got Sancho. Then we've got Sancho and Icardi, and an attacking left back or an attacking fullback. Complete.
So
because we play Pogba, we play Van der Beek,
Bruno.
we play Bruno in the 10 position, Sancho, Rashford, Martial or Icardi, and then we've got Maguire, because I know we're not going to sell him Maguire, and Upamecano, Varane or Koulibaly, and attacking fullback, and Dean Henderson in goals. The hair must go.
You know, this is sad. Before I do my wrap up, why? Like, we've got a world-class goalkeeper that's sitting bench to De Gea.
Yeah.
Why isn't he playing? Why? That guy, he rarely makes mistakes. When he plays, maybe 8 times out of 10, it's a clean sheet. Why isn't he playing? Why? There's no excuse. He's good. He's a good goalkeeper. Why? The man is just catching a paycheck for being good and on the bench. The man is rusted. He comes in. He gives us a clean sheet performance. I think he speaks better to his defense. He marshals his defense better than De Gea.
Yeah,
because they're more organized when they are playing these FA Cups and whatnot.
Yeah, I'm sure.
They are more solid, more united.
Sure
pun intended. Well, for me, a good season would be top 4. I think 3 is still a stretch. We got lucky. We got
very lucky.
That Chelsea flopped and Leicester got so many injuries. I think if Leicester were fully fit, Vardy would have hit 30 goals this season. Easy. That man was on fire. It's just that he started lacking the support because your James Maddison started falling away. Your Ndidis were getting red cards at some point. Your Tielemans.
Yeah.
People just
Guys,
lost
been
4.
unlucky, bro.
He's been very unlucky, Vardy. Vardy could have hit 30 goals easy because the team was that good. So for me, I still see the team coming back next season, even if even if they don't make Champions League this season. I feel as if when they come back next season, they're gonna give us a run for our money.
I think so
Chelsea
too.
as well have done amazing business. Ziyech has come in. They've already bought that young boy, Timo Werner, and they're still buying more.
And they're looking at Havertz now.
Exactly. And see, if they get him,
Oh,
that's another Jadon Sancho.
oh Lord, if they get Havertz, Chelsea's a problem.
He is a Jadon Sancho because if you look at the stats and the style of play, they play with both feet. They can assist, they can defend, they can score. They are quality.
Yeah.
So Chelsea, it's good sometimes to have a billionaire Russian owner because they are very proactive when it comes to these type of things. Same with the Dubai guys. They don't go in it as a business transaction.
Yeah. They are trying to win titles.
They are trying to win titles.
They are trying
It's
to
an
buy
ego
them.
booster. So for them, they don't even want to make money from these teams. It's an ego booster. We are not here for business. We are here to say, look at my trophy cap.
Yeah, it's a side hustle.
So it's very good to have owners like that because you know they are there for the benefit of the team.
100%.
So whereas you look at your Arsenal, you look at Man United, it's bad. It's bad. Even Liverpool have that business element, but the way they run their business, top class. So for me, I see United finishing in top 4. We have a strong team. Boys just need to stay fit. Maguire needs to be sold. Bailly and Lindelof need to play together if we don't bring in any defenders, and they need to stay fit. Top 4 guaranteed.
Facts.
What I'm afraid of is Champions League. I don't see us going further than the round of 16. We will make it to the next round, but if we finish number 2, we are screwed. Because if we finish number 2,
getting
we're
a big
going to
hitter.
play a PSG
A
or
big
Real
hitter.
Madrid.
A big hitter.
We're not going to get your pass. We're going to get PSG or Real Madrid.
Yeah.
And we're going to get clapped.
Yeah, we're going to get smacked.
We're going to get spanked.
We're going to be twerking. We're going to be twerking.
Hard. So, and in terms of domestic cups, FA Cup is too tough. We should just focus on the English Cup. Carabao.
I don't want that thing.
Carabao.
I don't want that thing.
Carabao.
I don't want that
You
thing.
don't-
I don't want Carabao.
Carabao.
I don't want that thing.
Carabao.
I don't want that thing.
I want Carabao.
You guys, I wish we could forfeit that thing. I don't want that thing.
A
That's where
trophy's a trophy.
Dan James's cup. He can
You
have
know you say these things, but when Sir Alex Ferguson was in charge, when we said treble, we said Carabao Cup, we said FA Cup, and then it's a treble. Now you don't want it.
I don't want.
When Van Gaal wanted it, you were happy. Now you don't want it.
I don't want.
A trophy is a trophy, dog. Even
FA Cup.
Community Shield.
FA Cup. It's like my boy Jose Mourinho said. FA Cup. Football heritage.
You do know that Carabao is older than FA Cup.
No, it's not.
Is.
It's definitely not.
Is.
Guys, somebody Google this. Somebody Google this. This man's coming here trying to jute it here. Imagine FA Cup. You know FA Cup is older than the World Cup.
Those two trophies are the oldest. But anyways, guys, thanks for tuning in, man.
Hala bag.
Yeah, United, please do the things.
Come on, guys. Don't embarrass us.
Tomorrow, please do the things.
We want to drop this video, man. Don't embarrass us.
Yeah.
Yes.
We'll drop it either way, but it would be nice to drop it under
Yeah.
proper circumstances.
Please,
For
please.
Kevin's sake. For me,
Guys.
it doesn't make a difference because I thought we were going to finish number 5. But anyways, thank you guys for tuning in. Remember to click, subscribe, like, share.
Share that thing.
Share it to your friends. If you guys want us to talk about anything that's soccer related, if you've got opinions, if you've got suggestions of how we can make our content better, if
Anybody.
anything, if you guys want us to
Anything,
speak on
anybody.
certain things, if you're tired of hearing about Man United, we'll talk about any other team. Just let us
100%.
know.
We've got a
We'll
file
do that for you.
for Arsenal banter for days.
Oh yeah, Arsenal. Yeah, in fact, in the next episode we need to do something around Arsenal.
Enjoy Europa, guys.
Signing
Hello,
out.
darkness, my old friend.
They didn't even qualify for Europa. What are you talking about?
Hey, they have to win the FA Cup.
It's shy.
Oh, good luck against Frank's boys.
Yeah, boy.
I hear Pulisic is hot this time of the year.